the time where the Hamashiach is getting ready to come.
And hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I am the Lord.
Last words, brother.
Shalom, shalom, ma.
All right.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. All right. Shalom, Israel. Shalom.
That's right. Shalom, 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 shalom. All
right. So this is something that we do once a month on the calendar, as promised. So we told you that at the beginning of each month, we're going to do a lesson on the calendar just to give you a refresher and a review on how to read it and how to use the scriptures and study the scriptures for precepts and everything. So I do want to say again and reiterate that, you know, me and Brother Eitan, we really worked on this and we used nothing but scriptures, all right? Because most people, when they do their calendars, they just you know, they go by the new moon and they just figure, hey, this is the way it should be done. But the scripture says otherwise. And we know that the moon throws off the days, and the new moon only brings in the seasons, and not the month. The sun begins and ends the rotation of the whole year. So there's an order. So a lot of people just use the moon for everything, but the Most High said in the book of Enoch that there's an order. The sun has its purpose, the moon has its purpose, and the luminaries, all the luminaries has its purpose. And so that's the order that we are following through the scriptures, and that's why we put precepts on here. So I'm gonna go back to the first month and just kind of go through, so that you all can see kind of how, you know, we just did that all the way back to the fifth month. So, you know, the first month was the month of Abib. All right, and we had and feel free to jump in any time, brother.
Okay, you know, so I just want to point out before you continue on, you know, that now the first day, it starts on the first day of the week, which is Sunday. Okay, keep that in mind. Now go ahead, Salaki.
Yeah, and that's important, even though the days of the week was not named back then, but they're still accurate, and then we still follow the order. So the first day, the second day, of course, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then the Shabbat being the seventh. All right, and then we had a second month, the month of Ziph. And by the way, these months can be found in the Bible. So if you want to write these months down, you can actually find these months in the Bible. Now, there are a few months that we could not find, probably still, you know, missing in hidden books. You know, as things, you know, are more revealed through the Most High and everything, then we can, you know, we'll be able to reveal that as well too. So,
if anybody's been to the Salaki, if anybody's been to the depths of the Vatican or anything like that, and y'all could tell us the month names of the fourth and fifth months, right? Because those are the only 2 months that, no matter how deep we search the scriptures, we have not been able to find the names of those 2 months.
Now,
so
there's
somebody
one.
Can give us some additional information that'll be helpful.
Go ahead. Now there's one. It's called Bel, but we know that that's not it.
We know that's
yeah. But some people have that on their calendars, though. You know. All right, so our third month, of course, and if you notice, we follow the same order as where you see that the bottom, you see the note, like the Hebrew Israelite months are numbered in the following order, starting with the equinox and the bed, you know, 130, 33, 31. So it's going to always be 30, 30, and then 31, 30, 30, 31, and that's going to rotate 4 times, giving us 364 days, not 65, but 364.
All right. And notice how you see how this ends on the Salakia, right? You see how this ends on the 31 day, ends on the Saturday, right? Like you said, 30, 30, 31. And we see where we are. The first day of the week, the first day of the month starts on this Thursday, or 1, 2, 3, 4, or the 5th day of the week, right? So then when it starts over, when brother goes to the next calendar, can you pull up number 4? Salak. You see how it starts over? Boom. We're back. You know what I'm saying? We're right back. And this is how you get 52 weeks of perfect 7 throughout the whole calendar year. It's perfect. You know, the Most High is not going to stop in the middle of the week and be like, okay, well, that's the end of the year. No, you know what I'm saying? A week has 7 days in it. Everything is complete, right? The Most High, he has an order. You know what I'm saying? There's no chaos within the Most High.
Yeah. Right, and this is what we have the precepts there for you to study and for you, because look, And I told brother, I wasn't going to do a calendar. I'm serious. And you can ask me, I was not going to, I was bent on not doing one. I said, if we do one, it's going to have to be so profound where people can actually see how to get the days. Cause I'm very adamant about that kind of stuff. Anytime you're dealing with scriptures, when you're dealing with truth, you gotta be able to the Bible says that, you gotta prove your work.
God.
You have to prove what you have and everything. And we truly believe in the bottom of our heart, that this is the way that, a calendar should be. When a person truly studies in the spirit, and not just one person, but both two people coming together or more. And we've had other, brothers, involved with this as well too. But when you have brothers and elders coming together, you can't go wrong when you go into the scriptures and you're actually using the scriptures to base the Enoch calendar, because this is the way it was of old. So, and this is how they went off the calendar. And now, if you look under the seasons, where it says on the left-hand side, where it says the seasons are divided by the new moons of the first month, spring, fourth month, summer, seventh month, fall, and 10th month, winter. Those are your seasons. That is the purpose of the moons. All right. And so if you notice in the fourth month, you see summer. So according to the Hebrew calendar, the summer began, the new moon, the first new moon in that month began the summer.
That's right. That's right.
And then we're going to have the fall, and of course, the winter. So I'm going to go ahead and put us back on the fifth month where we are right now. So again, y'all, we if you look at the color legend, and we specifically and skillfully tailored so that you can easily read this calendar. So when you read the color legend, it's the black numbers, upper left corner on the calendar are the Hebrew days month. So those will never change. Those are going to always stay the same. All right. The only thing that's going to change slightly is the Gregorian calendar, because again, they go off the 365 years. So this is just to kind of give you when the feast days or new moon comes up, this to give you an idea. Okay, this is when this is going to be. But we're praying, hopefully, maybe in the next couple of years, that we're going to end up taking out the Gregorian calendar. And we're just going to have the Hebrew days, and then we're just going to have the feast days there. And then you're going to have to just figure out when that falls and everything, or go by that. Because we want to try to get people used to reading the Hebrew days versus the Gregorian calendar. All right.
Right.
So then it says the color days are as it would appear on the modern day calendar. So in other words, when you get out your modern day calendar, so you can kind of see, for example, today is 20 July, right? But it's actually, according to the Hebrew, it's the second day of the fifth month. You see what I'm saying? So I hope that becomes clear to you. So I don't want you to get confused when you're looking at this. That's why you got to take your time and understand what this is saying. So it's simple. We had a few that was like, oh, it's confusing, but for the most part, most of you got it. You understand it. If you follow it exactly the way it is, you won't have no issue. So tomorrow we know that it's going to be July 21st. So that's going to be the third day of the fifth month. You see what I'm saying? And that's how our forefathers read it. The fourth day of the fifth month, the fifth day of the fifth month, and so forth. 23rd day of the. So the new moon is going to be on the 11th day of the fifth month. But on a Gregorian calendar, it's going to fall on the 29th. So we only have a Gregorian calendar as a guide, so you can see. All right. Brother, you got anything?
No. Just I guess we'll have a double Sabbath here. It'll be looking like on Friday sundown we'll be having the new moon, right? And know that does not mean you can cook. No, the Holy Shabbat that happens every week that overrides the new moon.
Yeah.
No cooking,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
No cooking.
So yeah,
no doing none of that.
So that means the new moon is going to be sunset Friday. So again, I know we say that you can cook if you go to Amos 8:5. That proves it. But if it falls on the Shabbat, the Shabbat overrides that all and everything. So just be aware of that and everything.
Right. I've been thinking about, what I'm saying, just on that, okay, right. You gotta think about it. Like if you're dealing with blood and cooking and things of that nature, on the Shabbat, you're not supposed to kill anything, right? You're not supposed to do no killing or any of that stuff on the Shabbat, right? So you got to realize that, if you're supposed to be eating I mean, like if you can cook, if one thing says you can do one thing and then the other thing says you can do the other, it'll be wise to do the one that says, just obey all the don'ts. You know what I'm saying? That way to be safe. That should be common sense. All right. All right. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah. So again, we're going to get ready to cut off, but we want to make sure if you have any questions, brother, can you put the link in the chat box? If you have any questions about the calendar period, this is the time to ask. Please don't ask any other questions. We just want you to ask questions relating to the calendar because we want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. We got about 20 people on right now, so if there is, yes, let me see. Somebody got a question.
Got a question.
Put it up there. Got a question.
I don't even know what that means.
For Romans names of the month.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, this is got a question. Is there Hebrew words for the Roman name for the month? So no, because the names of the month that we have on these calendars are the Hebrew names. So let me go back right quick. It has nothing to do with Roman. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but
Brother Hodge, just out of curiosity, why is that even a question? Like why is that even something to ask? You see what I'm saying? It's like a bib. That's Hebrew. That's
so this is the first month. The first month is the bib. It has nothing to do with Romans or anything. This was a bib was mentioned way before Rome came on the scene. And then you have the second month of Ziph, third month Shavan. Now, if you're asking if this is a translation of the Roman months, no, it's not. It's completely different, different wordings and everything. And this is why we use the Hebrew months only. We don't use the months of the Gregorian, like January, December, all that stuff. And you notice that we don't even have that. We just have it in the Gregorian calendar, so as a guide. But we eventually are going to take out the Gregorian calendar, and this is going to be nothing but the Hebrew.
That's right. Now, you see, we had last new moon was the start of summer, and we can see now, right? It's definitely the beginning of summer, right? Last new moon we had right here on the 11th, I guess you could say the 29th on the heathen calendar, is beginning of summer, and now we have the next month we have over. Right, for this new moon, we're well into the well into the season, just like the scriptures read in Psalms 109. Okay, just like the scriptures read in Psalms 104. He appointed the moon for seasons. The sun know it's going down.
That's right.
And then, all right, this month's pretty dry. We don't have anything really popping off this month. Israel. It's a pretty dry month. Only thing we have right here is this double Sabbath. So we're going to make sure we're going to keep this and everything is according, like I was saying before. Just keep this just like the regular Sabbath and, the regular 7-day Sabbath, and we'll be good to go. Well, other than that,
go ahead and jump to the next month 6. And just to show you all. So the end of the very last day of the 6th month at sunset is going to begin the Feast of Trumpets. And again, we'll do our next lesson on the first day of the 6th month, which will be 18 August. I'll put that on my calendar. And then we'll talk about that more in detail. The Feast of Trumpet, what it's for, what it's all about and everything. So, and then the 7th month is going to start getting busy because we're going to have a lot of feast days back to back pretty much. And so, but like I said, the 5th month is pretty clean. Of course, every month is going to be a new moon. So just look for that. And again, study these precepts, y'all. We hammer this all the time. Make sure you study and read the precepts. I've had people email me and says, "Oh, thank you all for having those precepts because now I understand the calendar more and everything." You got people that just throw calendars out there. They don't have no precepts. They don't have how do you know where they got these days from? And they charging for the calendars. On top of that,
wicked already.
We do not charge for these calendars. All right. I know Aqua's trying to convince me at one time. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. Let me stop.
Right. Right, man. I rebuke Brother Daniel, man. Brother Daniel's trying to charge y'all $99.99. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, look. He was one to charge y'all $2,000 a piece.
Come on, cut it out. Cut it out, man. We charging heathens only. Now, if you're a heathen, we charge.
We would never ever charge. That's why we don't even charge on our channels and everything. And Oh, and also just to let you know, some of you've been asking me, about why I'm not doing videos on the channel. See, I'm still posting. I post the Shabbat post every week, and I'm focused on this 7-year mission. And y'all know what that is. I ain't got to get in that deep, go into detail. I'll be posting videos on my channel from time to time, but it's not going to be periodically for the next 7 years. So just get used to it because I am focused on the mission for the next 7 years, and I mean that with all my heart. Brother Aton is the same way. So we're gonna keep hammering, and just make sure you tune in for the next lesson that we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing part 2 of Torah breaking, and we're gonna be talking about weak brothers. All right, so just be ready for that. But other than that, here you have the calendar before you, and just make sure you study these precepts. All right, brother.
Ezra, if you got any other questions or anything like that, feel free to put them down there because we're about to close out here. Like I said, the only thing we got this month is like I said, it's just pretty dry. We only got the new moon this month. All right, so it should be pretty easy to keep this month. Keep all the holy days. Make sure you request off a work ahead of time, right? A good way ahead of time. So the you guys, what's that? The 29th, right? You know what I'm saying? Please request that. You got a week and a half in advance, right? So go ahead and request that off. If you need. Hold up, what is this? No, Salakia. Yeah, well, that is it. Well, you shouldn't be working on the Shabbat anyway, right? You shouldn't be working on the Shabbat anyway. But if you are, or whatever, you're just going to have to ask, how much for that grace. But you need to try to plan for it in advance and try to get those days off, especially because it's a double Shabbat. All right. Other than that, I don't have anything else out. And okay. Looks like the family, they don't have anything either.
Yeah, but look, just some last words. This is exciting, y'all, and this should make us happy. That we have feast days that we can follow by. And I wish all our people would just wake the hell up and just stop going to these Christian churches and stop celebrating these doggone pagan holidays. You know what I'm saying? Our people are just so engrafted in this stuff. But we're gonna keep pushing this truth out, and we're gonna keep pushing this calendar as long as we got breath in us, and as long as we're on this earth, But hopefully, within the next couple of years, we're hoping that we get to the point where you all can read the calendar so well that you won't even need the Gregorian thing on there. We're just gonna have the Hebrew days, and we just gonna have feast days that's just gonna fall in the appropriate in their appropriate times. So it's coming. So just get ready for it. Spread the word. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share these videos.
That's right. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say the exact same thing. We got 20-something folks in here. We should have at least 20-something likes right here because this is righteous. We need this to get the algorithm. The more brothers and sisters started to come and they started, see something that's actually legit, because we're not out here just making up dates and copying stuff off the heathens calendar. And then giving it to y'all, telling y'all there's 13 months in a year and all kind of wickedness, right? Hey, man, try to spread this good stuff, man, because we need to get up out of here. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of being in the land of the heathens and under oppression. Folks talking about, well, you ain't under oppression. I said, look here, man, we built America from the ground up without blood and bodies and sweat. You know what I mean? And we did it for free. Most of the technological advances that America has, our people have thought of it. And then we're only a small, minute portion of the people here in America and all over the world, right? So, I want to get up out of here. I want to get these blessings that is promised in Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 10. I don't know about what the rest of y'all, right? So we need to start keeping these commandments, please, right? Pass this calendar around to your brothers and sisters, right? So we can keep on getting this stuff because we all need to get on one accord. Not having these clown-ass niggas out here that don't know they asshole from their elbow. Just making up dates and giving it to people and then just following them.
And then selling it.
I don't understand that. Right?
And then, and then selling this on top of that.
No work, nothing lines up with the scriptures. They're not showing no work. They're not doing anything. It's just like that's how you know a person is cheating, right? Man, where did he get this stuff from? Where did he get these numbers from? They just plucking it out of the air. Nobody can really, Then you look to the heathen calendars that they got going on. These same albino folks that are claiming our heritage, right? If you look, it's damn near identical to what they're giving to our people. So please, folks, I'm begging you, right? let's go ahead and
And when
you
y'all,
know,
you know,
like
when
and
these
share.
and when these brothers are following the new moon, do you know that you're celebrating the same days as the Khazars over in Jerusalem? Because that's exactly what they go by.
Gone.
You think the Most High would give them the right days so they can mislead the world? And you know what? And what's so sad is that our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters are following that stuff. And guess what? So next feast day that comes up, which is going to be the Feast of Trumpets, it's going to be on the same day that the heathens celebrated. That's right, because they go off the new moon, and everybody just goes off the new moon because they don't want to get up off their behinds and do the research for themselves and put a accurate calendar together.
And it's not that hard, Israel. I mean, like, it's really not. You know, even though it took Brother Daniel and I a little while to do it, that's because we wanted to make sure that, you know, man, we're gonna want to be judged by this, you know, because we having y'all, you know, saying go by this thing. I would pray that y'all would be, you know, doing the research yourself to make sure and checking behind us, right? Because, you know, we put everything out there for y'all to understand and to see how we came up with the numbers that we came up with, right? You know, so all the precepts, all the scriptures that we got for y'all to be able to do that. Go ahead, brother.
And if you think we're wrong, then this is what you need to do. Next time we do the new month lesson, get some notes down, write down what you want to say, and then come online, and then we'll bring you on, and you can tell us what you feel like you disagree with, and then we can point the right direction in the scriptures.
That's right.
That's cool. But nobody has dared to come and challenge us on that. All right. So all we're saying is that we're going by what Scripture's saying in the Torah, how to, you know, do this calendar. All right. Yeah, the work was hard at first, and it was very tedious. I mean, when I say tedious, it was very tedious because we have to make sure that everything lines up with the scriptures and not our own thoughts, our own stuff. Just throwing mess in there, saying, and then calling it a calendar. You know, we don't rock like that.
That's
we
right.
do not rock like that. You know, because again, you can ask Brother Eitan. I wouldn't want to even do a calendar because of that. You know, because I'm serious when it comes to that kind of stuff. So
all right, Israel. We don't have any more questions. I believe I don't see any more in the comments. I believe that's about like I said, it's pretty dry month, so it'll be pretty easy to keep the commandments this month, hopefully, for everybody.
Yep.
Right. Share this and get it out, Mom, so we can get on one call. We can get the hell up out of here.
That's right.
That's it for me.
All right, Israel. Until next time, make sure you tune in Friday for our next lesson. And outside of that, we say shalom and stay strong.
Shalom, stay strong.